Welcome to Butler's Courage. This is the place where we have real talk about real courage. But we do it with a smile. Because let's be honest, if you aren't laughing at life, life is probably laughing at you. I'm your host, Julie Smart Butler. Okay, let's talk about fear. We all like to imagine that when we face a scary situation, we're going to look like an action movie star. The music swells, the camera zooms in, you squint your eyes and you say something cool like, "I eat danger for breakfast." But in reality, when I face danger, I don't look like an action star. I look like a wet rat. I panic. I freeze. I start negotiating with God about things I promised I'd do in 1990. Let me give you a real-life example. In my early 20s, I was waitressing at a large cricket match. Before my shift, I went to the washroom, not realizing my skirt was caught in my tights and my underwear was showing. As I served wine, the men laughed and kept calling me back. I thought they were laughing among themselves until my colleague quietly told me what was wrong. I fixed my skirt, felt the embarrassment, then chose to laugh it off and keep working. I finished my shift and we received a generous tip. I didn't run. I didn't get angry. I chose courage and kept moving. Fear makes us act ridiculous. And that is exactly why I think humor is the best weapon we have. Sometimes you must laugh at how big the problem is, just to get the nerve to tackle it. To prove my point, I want to go back to the ultimate underdog story. The heavyweight championship of the Bible, David versus Goliath. Now we've heard this story a million times in Sunday school. Brave little David, bad big Goliath. But have you ever really looked at the details? Because honest, the situation was absurd. It was funny. Picture the scene. On one side, you have the Philistines. They send out Goliath. This guy is huge. I can just imagine he's 9 feet tall.
He's wearing bronze armor that weighs as much as a Honda Civic. He's a walking tank.
He's screaming, he's cursing, he's terrifying, he is Hugh. And who steps up to fight him? Little David. Now, let's remember why David was there. He wasn't a soldier. No. Was he a ninja? No. David was the youngest brother. He was the gopher. His dad literally sent him to the battlefield to deliver cheese and bread to his brothers. Laughing slightly, David was the world's first Uber Eats driver. That was his qualification. He showed up with a charcuterie board and accidentally started a war. So David walks up smelling like sheep and cheddar cheese and says, "I'll fight the giant." And King Saul, who is supposed to be the leader, looks at this kid and goes, "Okay, well, good luck with that. Here, my armor. This is my favorite part." Saul puts his royal armor on David, but Saul is a grown man and a king. David is a shepherd teenager. The Bible says David couldn't even walk. He's clanking around like a toddler trying on his dad's work boots. David finally stops and says, "I can't do this. I can't fight in this. I look ridiculous." Tone, serious but warm. There is a massive lesson in that funny moment. Fear tells you that to be brave, you must be someone else. Fear tells you to put on someone else's armor. Act like him. Talk like her. Fake it. But you can't fight your giants wearing someone else's personality. It doesn't fit. You'll just trip over yourself. So David takes off the armor, he goes down to the creek. He reaches into his bag and takes out a stone. Imagine Goliath's reaction.
He's expecting a warrior.
And out comes this kid with a stick and a stone. Goliath was probably insulted. He's thinking, am I a joke to you? Goliath starts laughing.
He mocks David. He uses fear to try to make David feel small.
But David had Butler courage. He flipped the script.
He looked at this Bigfoot giant and didn't see a monster. He saw a target he couldn't miss.
David runs toward the battle line. He didn't creep, he runs. He slings the stone, hits the giant right in the forehead, and down goes the champion. Why do I love this story? Because it reminds me that courage doesn't mean you aren't small. It doesn't mean the odds aren't stupidly high against you. Courage is looking at the giant problem in your life, that bill, that diagnosis, that broken relationship, and realizing that you don't need heavy armor. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be you. You need to show up even if you're just delivering cheese, and trust that God can do a lot with a little stone. Tone, encouraging. So this week, when fear tries to scream at you, I want you to laugh at it. Laugh at how ridiculous it is that fear thinks it can stop you. Take off the heavy armor you've been trying to wear. Be yourself. Pick up your stone. And run toward the roar. Thanks for hanging out with me on Butler's Courage. If you're facing a giant this week, let me know about it. Drop a comment, send a message. Let's laugh through the fear together. I'm your host, Julie Smart Butler, signing off. Stay brave, everyone. Before I go, I want to hear from you. Here is your homework for the week, don't worry. It's the fun kind. 1. The armor check. Is there a situation right now where you are trying to wear Saul's armor? Are you trying to act like someone else to get through a problem? 2. Name your giant. What is the Goliath standing in front of you this week? Is it a scary email you must send? A messy garage you must clean? 3. The laugh test. Tell me one thing you were terrified of 5 years ago that you can look back and laugh at today. Drop your answers in the comments. Let's encourage each other.